everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and I have a walkthrough and review of the Productivity Planner. I am super excited about this one. This is a planner I have heard of, and one of my friends actually purchased it. She was talking planners and asking questions. She's ready to start doing some goal setting and things in the coming year, so we've been talking planners, and I'm super geeked out that one of my friends in real life wants to talk planners with me, so she ended up purchasing this one. I told her I have not really looked at this one very much. I've heard of it, and then I sent her a video of Cindy, because I love Cindy, and Cindy had walked through this one. Since she picked this one up, she let me borrow it so that I could film this for you guys, so I thought that was really sweet of her. And yeah, we're talking lots of planners. She ordered a Moxie Life, and yeah, it's gonna be really fun to have like an in-person planner buddy to talk about things. But I'm super excited to review this one. She ended up getting this really pretty linen cover. I don't know what other covers it comes in. I have not done my research for this at all. I am just filming this, but I love the way that this book looks. It has the productivity planner written on the side. And then she picked this one up for her daughter. This is the 5-minute journal for kids. So it has like prompts in it every day that are really easy for the kids to fill out all by themselves. So we'll walk through this in a minute as well, but we're going to walk through the productivity planner all the way through, and it is a linen cover. I noticed there were some fuzzes on it, maybe from my own sweater here, but yeah, it's that material that's going to catch little fuzzes and hairs and things, so you gotta just kind of wipe it off. So here is what it looks like. I don't even know the size of this. I'm going to compare it to an A5. So I've got an A5 here, and it's pretty close, pretty comparable. I think the pages themselves are probably A5, but the book binding makes it a little bit bigger. You can see that's just one of the A5s from Moxie Life there. So it's a nice little sized book. So we're going to walk through. It's got your cover information on it, and this one's interesting. It says reward. So like, if found, please contact so-and-so, and then you have a reward on there, which is cute. And then the productivity planner, and I really like the paper in this. It is a cream yellowy type of paper, but I like the feel of it. It feels nice and smooth, but not smooth like a plum paper planner, just a little tiny bit of texture. And then it also has contents on here. This one is very structured. So it says 5 reasons you'll love the productivity planner. It gives you all these different ones. A sense of accomplishment, easy to use, you will get in flow, you will be inspired, you will improve daily. So it's really to get your productivity up. It talks about how everything works. It's got lots of things in the beginning that are going to help you make the most out of this planner. Let's see, we're going through, we're on page 25 here. So it tells you how everything's tracked, how to use the little circles and things. I don't know all of the details of this, but it's just giving you lots of information. So here you go. Here's the commitment all the way on page 30. So you've got basically 29, almost 30 pages of just things to read and learn. And it seems to be really small, digestible chunks. So it's not like, you know, reading a textbook. Maybe a little bit reading a textbook, but for the most part, digestible chunks, not huge writing on most pages. So I feel like it's easily something that people can go through and not feel like they're, you know, studying. So here's the commitment. It gives you a sample page, and then this is where you fill in your own blanks. So you start writing on page 31. And then more quick guide information. We're getting to actual pages, and a habit tracker marks one out for you, and then it gives you the habit tracker. You can see there's quite a bit of habit tracking going on right there. Here it's got various habits, and it actually puts a month at the top. And then there is your monthly calendar. It is undated, so you can use it whenever you want. And you will need more than one of these every year. I think it is a quarterly or 6-month planner. We'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. But I really like the look of this. They made the color match the paper that's kind of a yellowy cream, so it really coordinates nicely with the color. So it's got place for all of the days, and this is a Monday start monthly calendar. It says top priorities list down here, highlights of the month, and then a section for notes. And it's got a quote up at the top. And then let's see, so we've got 2, 3. So it is quarterly. There's 3 months, and the months are all up at the front, so you can kind of plot out your entire months here. And then you work into the weekly planning. It gives you a little overview and has questions here. Intentions for the week, 5 most important tasks of the week with check marks, secondary tasks, additional tasks. So you have room for 15 tasks for the week. And then here is your daily page. And this one's set up really cute. It does have a schedule on there so you can time block, and then it has lots of questions to answer. And in the front, it talks about how these little icons and things work. So you've got a place for the date, and then it has I'm grateful for, intention for the day, most important task, and then the little check thing on here. And it is for time blocking. And then secondary tasks, you get room for 2 of those a day, and then additional tasks. So you have room for 5 main important tasks of the day, and then highlight of the day, what did I learn today, what do I want to remember from today, and then down here it's got habit tracker, mood tracker, rate the day, and then your daily planning goes from 6 a.m. all the way to 9:30 p.m. and these are in 30-minute increments, so you have room to write in your stuff. And then you have a page for notes, and there's also a quote up at the top of that page. So each day is going to look like that: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you get a daily page for each weekend page as well. So that is the end of the week, and then it has a weekly review here. It talks a little bit about, it's got questions here, weekly wins, what tasks were not completed, what have you learned, and then next week on there. And then you move into your next week. It looks like you get a quote page on there, and then you move into the weekly planning page with your 15 tasks, and then each day you get the 5 tasks to work through. And it continues on like that. And this one doesn't have a quote. So now you go straight from your weekly review all the way to your weekly planning page. So you don't get this, I guess, every week. I'm flipping through. It's the same all the way through. I feel like this is a really good, like, basic goal setting. It really breaks it down to prioritized to-do list. It breaks down some time blocking. You have a schedule on there, and it breaks down the tasks in manageable chunks every day. You know, you're really concentrating on just 5 things, and one's the most important one. So it's really prioritized, and if you get to the other number 4 and 5, then that's great too. But it looks like, you know, the most important task and then your secondary ones. So if you just can do 1, 3, or 5 tasks for the day, you're really making progress towards things. So I really like the way this is laid out. I like the paper on this. I'm not going to pen test, obviously. It's not my book, so I'm not going to do any sort of writing in it. It's pristine how it is. I'm just flipping through and seeing if there's anything different. It looks like it's the same weekly pages all the way through for the whole quarter. And then at the end here, you're just moving into your last daily page, and you get a productivity checkpoint with some line paper, and that is it. So I think all in all, it's a really nice, well thought out book. I don't personally see it being something that works for me. Considering I'm just a stay-at-home mom, I feel like this is definitely more towards somebody who is going to be working full-time or working part-time, and they really need to break their tasks down and time manage a little bit. I feel like I have a luxury being a stay-at-home mom where I don't have to time block. I don't have much schedule to go from, so I feel like this is a little bit overkill for me personally. I really like the way that Moxie Life breaks it down to where each category you just work on throughout the week and you plan it out however you want. Like, for instance, if I was using this, I probably wouldn't use the weekend pages. I'd be home with both my kids. I wouldn't use these pages if there was no school, or if one of my kids got sick. It would totally go out the window. So I feel like I would not be able to utilize this as good as a working professional would. For me, it really seems to go in line more for like a working professional, somebody who really needs to manage their time really, really well, and, you know, has a limited amount of time during the day to complete some tasks. So I think it's a really nicely set up book. I love how they have the information in the beginning so you can get a little bit of productivity tips and tricks from that as well. I could see this being something that really resonates with people because it's just broken down really nicely. I'm personally not a fan of the yellowy cream paper. I got a golden coil, and that's cream paper as well, but this is like on a whole new level of cream, and I know it works for a lot of people. People love the natural colored paper, but this is the cream golden coil, which is like very barely off-white. This is yellow. You know, it's very yellowy type of paper. So that personally for me would throw me off of using this because I'm just not a fan of that type of paper. I want a very bright white paper, and this is at like my limit of off-whiteness. It looks basically white compared to this one. Let's see. This is a true white paper, so you can see the difference. This is already like a little bit cream based, and then this one's way cream based. So this is my limit for cream based paper, but other than that, I feel like it's really nice. The paper feels great. It's just not my cup of tea as far as the color of the paper, but I can see it not bothering most people. You know, most people aren't going to be a paper snob like me, so I can see it not being an issue for most people, but Yeah, I think it's a great book. It's a 3-month thing. She ended up getting a couple of different ones to try out. Like, this is 3 months. She can give it a try and then try the Moxie Life and move on from there if neither one of these resonate with her. I think it's great. It also has 2 little bookmarks in here, so that one is a great option. Let's look at this one. I thought this was a cute idea. I might end up getting one of these for Olivia. It is the 5-minute journal for kids, and they do have like an adult version of this as well, but it is really cute. It's a little bit smaller than an A5. I'll get one of the A5s back, but you can see it is a little bit smaller. Let's see, I have a B6 sterling ink. Okay, yeah, so this one's a B6, basically. Just the size of the sterling ink common planner in the B6 size. And it's a great little size for kids especially. And it doesn't have a whole lot of writing. If found, please return to. And of course it's like really cutesy because it's for kids. These pages are a little stuck together at the corner. It's got little kids on the front. And then also, again, table of contents. And this book's from Royal Doll, who I love. Libby and Johnny and I have been reading Royal Doll books. I bought her a box set and we've been going through them. We just finished The Witches and we just started Matilda. Oh yeah, super cute. And then it says, a toothbrush for your mind. It's like kid-friendly text, very digestible chunks if your kid's a reader. How to use this journal. Again, very digestible, small chunks for kids. Lots of cute little illustrations, so it makes it, you know, very kid-friendly. We talk about, I love that, gratitude. I did end up getting Olivia an Erin Condren journal. We haven't really used it very much. I haven't really prompted her to try to use it or anything, but maybe I'll do that. And it does have some gratitude questions in it. Daily affirmations. It's talking about all the good, positive things that you want to instill in your kiddos. I love that. So putting it all together. And then here is an example. Oh, and it says Olivia, my daughter, committing to the habit, you fill in your blanks. And then here's how the journal works. You just put in your date, fill out the information, and it looks like the questions are the same questions every day. Yeah, it looks like they are. So we'll walk through. And they do have different information up at the top here, but it starts the same questions right here. I am grateful for and down. So it has a place for the date, gives you something that's different here. This one happens to be a quote. This one happens to be a word of the day. Quote, 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 and then 5 days finished there. And then word of the day, a challenge. Quotes, words of the day, lots of different things that it swaps every day. So let's go back to the beginning here. So these ones are all the same questions. I am grateful for, what would make today great? Daily affirmation, I am blank, and they get to make their own affirmation. What amazing thing that happened today, and what did I learn today? So it really incorporates gratefulness, thinking back about your day. Something that we do every night is we talk about our grumpy part and our happy part. So if Olivia has something on her mind or if something bad happened during the day, we get to hear about it at that point in time and we can talk about it a little while. And then happy part is obviously looking back at our day and picking out the best things. And generally speaking, it's harder for us to find grumpy parts than happy parts. But I love that this incorporates in that one amazing thing that happened today. That would be our happy parts. So sometimes we have to limit her. She's like, oh, I have like 7 happy parts today. I was like, okay, pick the top 3 and tell us about them. Things like that. But I try to look back at the day and have her look back at her whole day and talk about it a little bit. It really helps her open up, getting those open-ended type questions, not like, how was your day? And every kid says fine or good, or, you know, it's a closed-ended type of question. We say, what was your happy part today? And she has to think about it and come up with something that's more open-ended. And I love that's incorporated in with this book, but it's the same questions every day. And I will look and see how many days worth of pages this has. It's got quite a bit. It's not quite a whole year because this is page 209. So it's not a whole year, but there is the end of it. Woohoo, way to go. It's cheering for the kids. Let's see if it has other milestones in here. It looks like, don't forget, you have 2 weeks left of this journal. Yeah, it looks like that's what you get. You get the congratulations 5 days in and then the thing 2 weeks from the end of it. I think it's a really cute, well done book. Again, it's very cream colored, and then they used fonts and other colors that really coordinate well with that creamy colored paper. I don't know that this one seems quite as yellow. Maybe it's a touch lighter. It doesn't feel quite as yellow as this one, but maybe it's just optical illusion. No, I think it's a little bit lighter. Maybe a touch, but still very cream-based paper. But I think Livy would love something like this, so I'm glad she let me look at both of these to review for you guys and talk about. I would definitely think that these are great options if you want to add in some productivity or some goal setting and make sure you're getting stuff done. I think this would be a really nice option. And for kids, this is a great, cute little journal that really makes them, you know, have a positive growth mindset, think about the positive things during the day, think about gratitude. Those are just really important things to help kiddos grow. So I think that's a great option. So anyway, that is it for this video today. I hope you guys liked a look at both of these. A special thanks to my buddy for letting me take these from her. She brought them to me and she's like, look what I got. I was like, oh, thank you. I wanted to review these. I got to take them from her for a day and I'll give them back to her today. But there they are. I'm super excited about this. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can follow me along. I've got lots and lots of planner videos going up, especially lately. It's just planner time and the new year is coming, so I've got lots more in store. So stick around and be watching for that. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.